Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing.
Good evening. Welcome inside the Cross Insurance Center for some quarterfinal basketball between the number 1 seeded Dexter Tigers facing off against the number 8 seed Fort Kent Warriors. My name's Zach White. I'm joined by Mark Callan on the commentary for you this evening. Mark's also going to be doing the producing, so he's wearing a lot of hats out here for us today. But Mark, quality basketball has been on display. The previous game that we just brought you with Chris and Gabe, a clear indication of that, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a second here. But I expect this basketball game between these two teams to also be a great basketball game.
Yeah, game of the tournament so far just got over. Central, big win. Daigle hit a big free throw at the end. They came away. Matt Knockert did a great job coming back. But, yeah, as for this one, Dexter's number 1 seed. They've earned that all year. 17-1, only lost to PBHS, who they ended up beating another time during the season. So definitely earned that number 1 seed. But Fort Kent's not your typical number 8 seed. They're very capable. They played a tough schedule. They played with one of the best teams in Class D, Wisdom. They played with them. Hudson, number 3 seed in Class C. They played with them once, a very close game. They played against Caribou. They didn't fare so well, but that's one of the best teams in Class B, and they didn't get embarrassed by them. So they're definitely capable. Dexter, top-notch defense. We know that. We've had quite a few of their games. They play defense as well as anybody, and maybe Fort Kent maybe hasn't seen anything like that yet this year. And, see what happens out there today. But Dexter's definitely earned that 1 seed. They have a lot of weapons.
Yeah, and Dexter, that defense, only allowing in the regular season now 23.5 points a game. That's number 3rd overall for girls basketball. So that's, pretty impressive across the state there. Yeah. We do want to thank you again for joining us here on the Eastern Maine Sports Media pregame show. And we, want to thank all of the sponsors that have helped make this possible. If you happen to be watching the game on YouTube right now and you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so. All you need is a YouTube profile and can stay up to date with all of our live audio broadcasts happening at the tournament this year. You can also go back and watch audio replay of the interviews that we've done throughout the tournament, as well as some additional bonus coverage from everything we've been doing at the tournament and throughout the regular season. But at this time, we want to thank some of the sponsors that have helped make all of those things possible. If you need a place to stay during tourney week, check out Bangor Grand Hotel. Make it your home away from home. Check out newly renovated rooms, heated pool, lounge, event center, and live entertainment. All guests get free breakfast at the Blue Sky Lounge restaurant, located just west of I-95 on the northwest corner of I-395 and Audlin Road in Bangor. Make Bangor Grand your tournament stay. Black Bear Cranes, the family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons, from roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. We would like to thank Emery Lee & Sons. They have been a family-owned and operated business since 1963, who take pride in their exceptional services and always offer free estimates. There's no job too large or too small. They have a vast range of services, including excavations, foundations, precast septic tanks, blocks, etc. Call them at 207-723-8850 or go to their website, emery-lee-sons-inc.business.site. Downtown with Rich Kimball is proud to be a sponsor of coverage of the 2023 high school basketball tournament. Downtown is the place to turn for entertainment, sports, and radio's best guest list, including Mark Callan. Weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. on WZON, AM 620, and streaming worldwide at downtownwithrichkimball.com. We'd also like to thank Sibley Transportation for sponsoring our tournament coverage. They have reliable shipping, freight, brokerage, and warehousing. And they have been a family business since 1910 and have offered a great service for just as long. Go to sibleytransport.com to get a quote. And finally, here we'd like to thank Dexter Municipal Golf Course. They're opening up membership for the enrollment for the 2023 season. And individual adult memberships start at $450, but capture a 10% discount if paid by April 15th. Dexter Muni is also offering a 20% discount to those who weren't members last season. That's unlimited greens fees at Dexter Municipal Golf Course in the 2023 season for only $360. The early bird gets the worm. Call 924-2245 for more info. That's 924-2245. Mark, with that, why don't we take it on over to a brief break, and then we'll rejoin everybody in a moment to wind down the remainder of the Eastern Maine Sports Media pregame show.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing a vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
We are the NFHS. That stands.
Welcome back now to the Eastern Maine Sports Media pregame show. 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining on the pregame clock here. Mark, why don't we get into the X's and O's a little bit here on these two sides? You know, we've covered the Tigers quite a few times this season, so kind of know what to expect with them and some of their key players. Obviously, you have Maisie Peach inside. She's really had a great season. Interior presence times 5. Can turn shots away. Can also stretch out some bigs from time to time. She can knock down a mid-range jump shot, but just lethal when she has an opportunity to get to her spot in front of the rim. You also have players like Callie Goodrow that just continue to make consistent basketball plays in a positive manner. And you could keep going down the list of impact players for the Tigers.
Yeah, and you mentioned the inside game of Peach. She's not the only one. The combination of her and Dean, Hannah Dean's had an excellent year also. And that combination, we kind of talked in games past. There's been times where in the past, Dexter's had a great inside game with Megan Peach. They had a good outside game with Peyton Grant. Right now they have a solid nucleus of inside and outside. You got, you mentioned Goodrow. They also got Abby Corson, who's got deep range too from three-point range, and we've already mentioned Dean and Peach from the inside. So they got a good combination there. Something in recent years, even in the, Dexter really hasn't had, as I said, a solid inside game there for a while with Megan Peach, solid outside game with Peyton Grant. Now they got a good combination. And
for Fort Kent, they play a brand of basketball that it's kind of at times aiming to, try to speed you up a little bit, not allow you to play a traditional half-court game if they can impose their tempo on you, which we covered a game before this season. It was Dover Foxcroft against the Tigers, and it kind of had a similar feel to that, and that was late in the regular season. Tigers were forced to commit quite a few turnovers in that one, and it was a close ball game, only decided there in the last couple of minutes. If Fort Kent can force turnovers out here today and create opportunities without allowing the Tigers to get set in their half-court defense, which is so tough, it could start to be, a ball game that truly favors the Warriors here in terms of style.
Yeah, it could definitely. The good thing for Dexter is they have seen that. You mentioned against Foxcroft. Also, PVHS plays that strong 1-3-1 defense. And they're long and they're tough defensively. So they've kind of seen this, that kind of style a couple times. Maybe they can use that to their advantage. But as you said, if Fort Kent forces some early turnovers, and we mentioned, in past games, the longer the lower seeds in the game, the more confidence they get and the more, kind of doubt in the higher seed's mind.
And Fort Kent, not your traditional lower seed.
Right.
Very quality basketball team. Expect to see that on display today. At this time, Bob Beetham and the public address announce team here are going to read off the complete lineups for either side. We'll try to grab those starters as they come out. But really just excited to get this basketball game going, especially following the great game that was just played between Central and Mattinock, who will face the winner of this one in Central.
Yes, I'm sure they're here watching. They obviously know Dexter well. They faced them twice during the regular season, but definitely a game they want to scout to see what they can see from Dexter and also Fort Kent. We do have the starters here, too. So if you can't hear Bob Beetham, we do have the starters here. A couple key players I'm going to just mention for Fort Kent. Larissa Daigle, Hannah Lovely, definitely keys to the Warriors' attack.
Right now, the public address announcer just reading through the lineups here.
One of our great photographers, Anthony Delmonico, Black Bear Crane owner actually too, is here. He'll get some great photos of this contest, and actually the next two tonight too. Following us tonight, we won't have audio broadcast, but should be two good games tonight too. Boys quarterfinals, Woodland and Fort Fairfield, the 4-5 game, that should be very interesting. And a 1-8 game that should be very interesting. Callis and PVHS boys. Callis definitely earned the top seed, but kind of like this, PVHS isn't your typical number 8 seed. So we'll have recaps for all those tonight.
And we've seen a number of these 4-5 games go right down to the wire. We saw it a moment ago. We're bringing it up again because it was that great of a basketball game. But also on the Class D boys side, Bangor Christian versus Woodland. That was Easton rather. That was a phenomenal basketball game.
Yes, sure.
So stay tuned for some of these 4-5 matchups.
Yeah, and also just to note too, if you haven't heard yet, we did have Adam Gudrow on at halftime during that first game. There has been some schedule changes due to the forecast for Thursday. A little bit longer day tomorrow. We're going to start a little bit earlier at 9 instead of 10. Class B girls in the morning. Class B boys to follow. That's one session. Class B. Class D tomorrow. The 4-game session. Girls and boys at night. We will have those two boys semifinal games tomorrow night, so we'll keep updated for that. And then nothing Thursday, Friday, Class C girls in the afternoon, Class C boys in the afternoon. Traditional championship Saturday with Class D start at 9 in the morning, Class B 2 in the afternoon, and Class C at 7 at night.
And right now the starting lineups being read for either side. I'm going to read down through Fort Kent as they are announced here, but so far we've had Larissa Daigle, number 2, and Lily Oliver so far for Fort Kent, and Hannah Lovely now, number 20 for Fort Kent.
Now it's Jocelyn Page for the Tigers. Callie Gudrow and Abby Corson have already been announced.
Mia Vizzoni now coming in for Kent.
Hannah Dean now getting introduced by Bob Beetham.
And the final starter for Fort Kent, number 34, Julia Sear.
And Miss Peach will be the final one for the Tigers.
And it's hard to say that the Tigers are ever undersized for a lineup, and I don't think they are. But Fort Kent is long, they're athletic, and they are definitely not small. So it's going to be a good matchup, not only in terms of the basketball we're going to see, but in terms of physical capabilities we're seeing out on the court.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I'm not comparing Fort Kent to Penobscot Valley, but as you mentioned before the game too, off the air, some similarities in the size and what they're trying to do out on the court.
Same colors too.
Yeah, no, I was like, I noticed that.
They're wearing the green and white for Fort Kent. And going out to the circle now, Lily Oliver and Maisie Peach. They're going to get the jump ball started, and we're going to get the action started in just a moment here.
Let's see if we can top that first one Chris and Gabe had, huh?
Not sure the Heart can take too much more of that, but why not? Oliver and Peach jump. Peach gets it. given up to Callie Gudrow, and away this game goes. The Warriors coming out in a 1-3-1 half-court zone here. Ball skipped across to Abby Corson, back to Callie Gudrow on the left side wing. Jocelyn Page had it in the corner, skip pass across to Abby Corson, who tried to pass it to Hannah Dean on the interior. It was tipped away and stolen, and it's Lily Oliver in transition. She pulls up, shot off the mark, rebounded by Hannah Dean.
Good job by the Tigers getting back after that turnover.
One turnover already, and that's the style Fort Kent wants. Callie Gudrow passing it to the left side wing, and Jocelyn Page, who skips it across to Abby Corson, opposite side. Maisie Peach had it at the elbow, stolen away by Daigle. Daigle all the way, uncontested in transition, up and in for two. 2 turnovers for the Tigers and 2 points for Larissa Daigle and the Warriors.
Definitely what we talked about with Fort Kent, what they want to do, force those turnovers and trade offense from the defense.
Now Abby Corson has it. She's far extended on the right wing, gives it up to Callie Gudrow near midcourt. Gudrow now, left side wing, skip pass or bounce pass into Jocelyn Page. And there's going to be a foul called underneath, kind of on the low post there, Mark. It was Larissa Daigle trying to deny an interior pass to Maisie Peach, a little too physical.
Yeah, she was trying to front her, but she too much contact there, and that's her first foul for either team.
And now Tigers taking it out underneath the basket here. Jocelyn Page trying to find a Tiger. Gives it up to Maisie Peach, who takes a dribble, picks up her dribble at the free throw line. And it's taken away. The possession arrow's going to the Tigers here.
They got the jump ball.
They did win the tip.
Yeah, they're correct.
It should not, yeah, that ball should go to Fort Kent. And it is going to go to Fort Kent here. What happened there, folks, was jump ball following a Maisie Peach off the inbounds. Good job by the Warriors, able to tie that basketball up, and it's going to go back now to the Warriors here.
That's kind of the third turnover. I know that was on a jump ball, but that, Fort Kent's doing what they want to do here early on.
They are indeed, and it's going to be Daigle bringing it down. First true half-court possession for Fort Kent here. That ball was intended for Oliver underneath on a lob pass, and Maisie Peach tried to connect with the ball through the air, ended up making a lot of contact with Lily Oliver, and that's going to be a foul now. Warrior ball underneath the basket.
You're right about this being their first possession half court, and they want to see how they do all that because they have created the offense from the defense early, but they need to be successful in this too.
And it's Larissa Daigle now. She has the basketball, gives it up to Oliver. Now dribble drive from the right wing. She pulls up, shot off the mark, and hustling for the rebound is Callie Gudrow. And Tigers basketball now dribbling it up, going to have to contend with this half-court trap almost. Ball picked up right in front of the midcourt line, so not across half-court yet. Now the Tigers are. Callie Gudrow into the corner to Jocelyn Page, who found Abby Corson wide open underneath the basket. Abby Corson tried to go up with a layup, just kind of lost the ball through her hands. And that's another turnover, Mark, and back to the Warriors here.
I mean, we're just 2 minutes in, that's 4 turnovers. So definitely something, Coach Jody Grant wants to change quickly.
And give a lot of credit to the Warriors, able to make a lot of disruptions happen out on the basketball court so far. And it's going to be Daigle bring the ball down again for the Warriors. 2-0, 6 minutes remaining in the first. Daigle has it. She's dribbling baseline now. Gives it up to the top of the key. Shot taken by Lovely. It's going to be well short and off to the right for Hannah Lovely. But that was a clean look, Mark.
Yeah, and they're picking up, looks like 3/4 court, yeah, but as we mentioned, they're struggling in their half-court offense and want to keep creating those turnovers to get offense from that.
Now the Tigers trying to contend with this 3/4 court pressure. Abby Corson does dribble through it and had Jocelyn Page wide open on the left side block. In transition, kind of breaking through that pressure, and Jocelyn Page was fouled on the layup attempt. So
good job by Corson. She found her teammate open underneath the basket, and she got bumped.
And that's going to send Jocelyn Page to the free throw line with a chance at 2. First attempt from the line, front rim and off the mark. Unofficially, Mark. I think this is the first possession that hasn't ended in a turnover for the Tigers so far.
Yeah.
Other than the jump ball.
I think that was the first shot attempt, and that doesn't even count as a shot attempt because she got fouled.
But the second one from the free throw line is good, so it is now 2-1, Fort Kent lead. 5:35 remaining in this opening quarter. It's Daigle bringing the ball up now, giving it up to Oliver. Oliver gonna pass it underneath on a backdoor cut there, and that's gonna be another foul. Lovely was the one who received that ball.
I think that was on Dean, but Peach got lucky she didn't get called on a foul on the underneath, but before that.
Yeah, I believe that one is going to go against Hannah Dean. It'll be her first. It was a nice little backdoor cut there by Hannah Lovely. Actually, it gets Abby Corson. Backdoor cut by Lovely ended up in Tigers and Warriors ascending on the basketball there. A lot of contact and foul called. Now the Warriors off the inbounds pass try to find another backdoor, and it was stolen away now.
Abby Corson said, I'll take that.
And she's racing back in transition. Now slows it down. Gives it up to Gudrow at the top of the key, who thought about a three.
Fort Kent side wanted to travel.
Dean now has it in the short corner. She tried to give it back out to the wing in Abby Corson, but it was knocked out of bounds there. Good defense by Vazone.
Yeah, they got to pass as if it to be a little bit more crisper here. Dexter's a pretty good passing team, but they haven't shown it so far today.
Corson now has it. Given up to Jocelyn Page. Back to Corson on the left side wing. She takes a three, bounces off the rim, off the mark. Strong rebound inside by Maisie Peach. She tried to give it up to Hannah Dean. And great defense there by Lily Oliver. Knocked it out of bounds. It's going to be Tiger basketball underneath the basket here.
It's not nothing. Three-point shooters need to be aware of the lines. Shoots well past the three-point line, and there's 3 lines out there.
Ball played in off the inbounds to Maisie Peach, but it was tipped in her hands initially. She regained control, but at that point she lost her balance, fell to the court, and that's a travel. It's going the other way now. Another Tiger turnover.
5.
Lily Daigle now bringing the ball, or Larissa Daigle rather, bringing the ball down now for Fort Kent. Tigers' half-court defense hasn't been too bad. As I say it, Callie Gudrow poked it away for a moment. She dives on the court, and she got to the basketball first. Lily Oliver came to follow, but Oliver landed on top, and that's technically a push, so they're going to call a foul there.
Great hustle by Gudrow there.
Slow getting up is Julia Sear. Never like seeing that for the Warriors. It's a little slow getting up. She's going to be replaced now.
Did you hurt her hand?
Yeah, might have scraped it up a little bit.
Again, I already said it, but Gudrow forced that, and all 5 of the Dexter players are strong defensively.
And into the game, Lily Werntgen as the Tigers, they work high post to low post. Hannah Dean to Maisie Peach, pass on the interior.
Boy, we've seen that a few times this year.
We definitely have. 3-2 now, Tigers lead, 4:12 remaining. On the other end, it was Hannah Lovely who tried to get the ball going from the wing. Got her feet going a little too quickly on that one. It's a turnover. Back to the Tigers here.
So that high-low play. Sometimes it's Dean to Peach. Sometimes it's Page to Peach, Page to Dean. They got that play down, and they've seen Dexter quite a bit, and that's a play they use often.
And now in the half court, Tigers still working against this 1-3-1 of the Warriors. Pass to the high post, and Hannah Dean, she kicks it back out to the wing. That's Callie Gudrow, swings it all the way across. Now Jocelyn Page from the short corner. Her shot attempts off the mark. Rebound, Lily Oliver. And now it's Daigle bringing the ball down for the Warriors. Passing it up in transition. Lovely now takes a dribble, takes a shot, swatted in the air by Maisie Peach.
Peach said, get that out of here.
And now Callie Gudrow pass all the way down the court to Jocelyn Page. She gives it inside in front of the rim is Maisie Peach. Her shot attempt off the mark. And Lily Oliver now working in transition. Warriors want to speed this ball game up, and they have an opportunity here. But now elect to slow it down. Daigle has it just across midcourt. Oliver, pass to the wing. Top of the key now, Oliver. Over to Lovely on the wing. Corner now, Daigle. Extra pass inside to the post. Good defense on the interior there. Pass played out. Werntgen off the mark. Maisie Peach comes away with the rebound. And it's going to be Tigers working now. Gudrow.
Nice rebound by Peach on that one.
Gudrow gives it up to Abby Corson right in front of us at media row. Shot off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Dean came away with it. Kick the ball back out. Callie Gudrow, shot from the free throw line. Pull up good.
Gudrow's pretty automatic from there, which is just inside the free throw line.
And a miscommunication as no Fort Kent Warriors stayed back to try to take the inbound pass, and it ended up in a turnover.
What a pass there, but by Corson got the steal. Gudrow, nice pass inside, and foul.
And Hannah Dean was the one that received it. Wow, Mark, that was a little bit of a wild 5 seconds there. Nobody stayed back to take that ball in for the Warriors, so Daigle was kind of forced to throw it to half court. Corson stepped in front. Hannah Dean raced all the way down court, ends up with a layup and a foul. Her first shot from the free throw line off the mark. She's got one more coming. Checking in the ball game, pair of substitutions here. Maddie Philbrook in. Actually, just the one substitution. I thought there was more than one, but just one. Hannah Dean's second attempt from the line, off the mark there. Good box out by Maddie Philbrook, and it's going to be Warrior basketball going the other way. Pass now to Oliver. Oliver has it, drive, and kicked back out to the wing. Lovely, thought about a three. Cross court to Oliver, shot along the baseline on the right side, off the mark. Rebounded by Abby Corson, and she is fast and moving in transition there.
Yeah, she got put down the court quickly.
She gives it up to the short corner on the right side to Hannah Dean. Skip pass played across. Gudrow takes a dribble, gives it up to Jocelyn Page now in the corner. Corson has it. Dean has it. Pass inside to Peach. Peach plays it out to the top of the key. Callie Gudrow, clean look from three, nails it. That was an example of great ball movement.
8-0 run here for the Tigers. Definitely rebounded from that poor start.
Now Daigle has it on the drive, kicks it out to the corner now. Ball picked up and played back out top to Philbrook. Philbrook looking underneath, has to pick up her dribble. Pass played all the way across dangerously, but ends up in the hands of Lily Werntgen. Now Lily Oliver, she's going to have a clean look at a three. Almost banked it in, off the mark, but rebound goes to Philbrook. Philbrook's runner rolls in.
Tigers, they did a good job boxing out, but nobody went to the ball. A couple players just stand there, and Philbrook took advantage.
And great move by Philbrook as well. Kind of spun back to her right in front of the rim. Knocked it down. Speaking of right in front of the rim, Maisie Peach catches it in transition, lays it up on the right side. I say transition because that was a pretty quick moving Tigers possession, but great pass interior on the post. Maisie Peach squares up right in front of the basket, knocks it down on the right side. Now on the other end now is Maddie Philbrook. Philbrook dribbling on the right side wing, guarded by Jocelyn Page. Now trying to go baseline. Timeout taken by Coach O'Leary and the Warriors. We're going to take it with them and rejoin you in a moment.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Basketball players.
Welcome back here. 53 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Dexter, they're up 10-4 over the Warriors right now. Warrior basketball. Coach O'Leary called that timeout, probably because it was closing in on a 5-second violation. But Mark, what do you think some additional notes might have been made in the timeout there?
Well, they're going to need to create offense from their defense.
They create offense right here. Very quick shot off of the inbounds pass, but off the mark.
But they really haven't been able to get anything going. They got that one basket off their half-court offense, but they're going to need to get their points off turnovers, which is going to be hard to do. I mean, you got
to Rouse Garage in Dover Foxtrot to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Now 10 seconds remaining. Now takes a dribble, gives it up to Jocelyn Page. 4 seconds, skipped across court to Corson. Hannah Dean has it. She's going to have to take it as the quarter expires. Shot rolls in and out off the mark, and that's how the first quarter of action is going to come to a close. Tigers lead 10-7 after one.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Go and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Folks, let's get started.
Welcome back here as we get ready to start this second quarter. It's going to be Tiger basketball. Ball played into Abby Corson. Warriors look like they're still in a zone here, maybe more of a 2-3 look now. Or back to a 1-3-1. Tough to tell off the inbounds there, but Callie Gudrow has it on the wing, being patient here for the Tigers. Corson now has it at the top of the key. Lily Oliver extends the pressure. Gudrow picks it up now for the Tigers on the wing. To the corner now, and Page. Right side corner, skip pass across to Callie Gudrow. Gudrow takes one dribble, has to pick it up. Double team comes. Abby Corson also comes to relieve the pressure. Back to Jocelyn Page in the corner. Skip pass across to Callie Gudrow. Gudrow knifes inside, shot off the mark. Maisie Peach the rebound. She went up strong on the left side and is fouled. So Maisie Peach headed to the line. Chance at 2.
Very good job by Peach here early on. 4 points and 3 rebounds.
Doing a good job there in the half court this time, being a little bit more patient, moving the defense with the skip pass there, and now Maisie Peach headed to the free throw line. Peach is first, strong off back iron and off the mark. So Tigers
1 for 5 from the line here. Saw some of that last night, our last game here. George Stevens and Fort Kent boys. They both struggled from the line, and Fort Kent was able to pull out a 2-point win.
And a violation on the second shot there. They're going to say Peach stepped over the line on the attempt, and she did make it, so that wipes a point off the board for the Tigers, and it stays a 10-7 point lead. So effectively 0 of 2 on the trip there.
Yep. There.
Ball played up now. It's Oliver, has it. Left side wing, skipped across to Wernken. Gives it right back to her. Daigle now has it on the wing. Up top now to Maddie Philbrook. She's going to drive with the left hand, left side. Tipped out of bounds on the pass to the corner. That was Gudrow that got a hand on it. It's intended there for Wernken in the corner. And off of the inbounds, knocked out of bounds by Hannah Dean. So good pressure there by the Tigers. Ball played in now. It finds its way to Larissa Daigle, given up to Oliver. Oliver on the top of the key now. Picks up her dribble, gives it back up top. Warriors being very patient on this trip down. Lily Oliver now, right-hand drive, goes right side. Going to get called for the double dribble there. It's going to go back to the Tigers.
Yeah, Dexter does a good job switching on the screens. Very fundamentally sound club, as always.
And the half-court offense has been hard to come by this game, but give a lot of credit to the Warriors for the way they've been able to capitalize on opportunities in transition so far. Got to think they're going to want to get back to that in Coach O'Leary and club this second quarter. And the offense now for the Tigers. Abby Corson has it, left side wing. Back now to the top of the key, and Callie Gudrow. Jocelyn Page gives up to Hannah Dean in the high post. One dribble inside for Maisie Peach off the pass, and she's up and in for 2.
Yeah, Hannah Dean already has 3 assists, too.
And Maisie Peach, she adds another point there. She's got 6 in the ball game. 12-7 our score, 6:08 remaining in this first half of action. Lily Oliver has it now past the wing. That's Daigle. Daigle almost loses the ball there, but keeps the possession alive for the Warriors. Drive now by Philbrook. She's going to get all the way to the rim. Throws it up on the left side with the right hand. Shot off the mark and rebounded by Abby Corson. Corson now. Ball tipped away and stolen by Lily Oliver. Lily Oliver in transition. Shot at the rim, up and in for an easy 2.
Job by Oliver.
And that's what the Warriors need there, Mark.
Yeah, they need those points off the turnovers.
Now Jocelyn Page has it. Gave it to Peach, who thought Corson was going to be cutting to the corner on the right side. Corson had a different plan. Ball ends up out of bounds, and it's another turnover for the Tigers here.
Yeah, it's at least 7 turnovers. Got to get those players on the same page. Peach threw it where she thought Corson was going to be.
And coming back into the ball game now is Julia Sear. Really good to see her back in the ball game. She went out a little bit earlier, maybe a little scuff of the hand, and she took a hard fall, and she's back out on the floor now, so that's great to see for the Warriors. Daigle now in the half court. She's going to drive by a few defenders, kick it out for Oliver in the wing. Shot off the mark. Peach comes away with a rebound. Warriors staying after it, though.
4 rebounds now for Peach.
Now Corson gives it up in transition to Callie Gudrow on the wing. Gudrow kicks it one more to the corner, and Page. Skip pass across to Abby Corson. Corson now. Pass inside to Hannah Dean. Wide open at the rim. Up and in for 2.
Good finish there by Dean. Nice job by Corson. Find her down low.
When the Tigers have been having success on offense, it's been swinging the ball around, trying to find an opportunity to get the Warriors out of position in their zone, and sharp interior passes to the post. Hannah Dean, that side, posted up on the right side block, and a great find by, I believe it was Abby Corson.
It was.
Give it up to her, and she got fouled. Gonna have a chance for one more now. Dean. That free throw rolls in.
Get her confidence up there because she missed her first two. Tigers been struggling from the line here early, but they got the 6-point lead.
4:40 remaining, 6-point lead for the Tigers now. Daigle gets it across half court. Julia Sear now for the Warriors, trying to play that ball in. Dangerously does. Right around the foul line. Now on the drive is Lovely. Giving up to Sear in the corner. Back up top to Daigle. Daigle receives a screen there. But good defense by the Tigers, able to deny the drive, and dangerous pass to the corner, and Lovely. She controls it on the left side. Now drives and kicks it out to Daigle. Daigle going to take a three from the wing and knocks it down.
Shot there by Daigle.
And a big time to get that bucket. Get some momentum back in the way of Fort Kent there. Ball played underneath, and a nice dive to the basket by Julia Sear to knock that ball out of bounds. That was the same play we saw a moment ago for the Tigers that resulted in a layup. That time Julia Sear cutting all the way to that right side block, knocked the ball out of bounds in the air.
Daigle, a name you know if you're here last night. Ethan Daigle for Fort Kent came up big.
Now off the inbounds. Abby Corson tried giving the ball back to Callie Gudrow in the corner, was knocked out of place, and now it's a sideline out of bounds. 3:53 remaining. Abby Corson has it. Right side wing, given up to the corner now, and Callie Gudrow, she had a clean look at it. Her shot off the mark. Rebound, Larissa Daigle, and the Warriors, they're running. Daigle all the way to the rim, and that's going to be a player control foul and hard contact at the other end. Daigle yet to get up. That was a lot of contact down there at the other end, Mark. You never like to see that. We're going to take it to a quick break and rejoin you in a moment.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing a vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing a vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover, Foxcroft, Maine.
We are the NFHS. That's
Welcome back here. Larissa Daigle on the play down the other end. Hard contact. Abby Corson was in position. Hard contact on the layup attempt. Larissa Daigle somehow during the contact went down. Don't want to speculate too much on what the injury could be, but it appeared to be leg related, possibly lower leg. And she just got carried off the court into the locker rooms, but the play itself doesn't really matter too much. Just hoping that young lady's all right. On the other end, it is going back to the Tigers now, so let's try to return to the action here. Maisie Peach caught it at the foul line, gives it up to Callie Goodrow. Callie Goodrow, top of the key, left side wing. Abby Corson, skip pass across to Jocelyn Page. Ball tipped. Lily Oliver almost came up with it there for the Warriors. Goodrow got it back.
Folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength.
Welcome back here. Might have had an audio issue there for a moment. Didn't miss a whole lot. Dexter came down, had one possession. Ball got knocked out of bounds. Backdoor cut now. Beautiful pass, but on the layup attempt for Fort Kent. A little bit of a stutter of the feet, and that's going to be a travel going the other way. Hannah Lovely on a backdoor cut. Beautiful pass on the top of the key by Mia Vozine. And it goes back to the Tigers here following the turnover. In transition now, Peach has it. Giving up to Goodrow. Goodrow to Page in the short corner. Skip pass. Corson has it. Corson now bringing the ball to the top of the key. Corson has it again. Goodrow takes a dribble now, giving up to Page. Page, skip pass. Corson on the wing. Patience here out of the Tigers in this possession. Dean skips it back across to Callie Goodrow on the wing. Now back to Corson. Good defense on Peach at the high post now for the Warriors as well, not allowing that ball into her. More passing along the perimeter now for the Tigers. Peach flashing back to the high elbow. Corson the drive, forced to kick it out to Callie Goodrow. 2:15 on the clock now. Goodrow gives it up to Page in the corner. Page, cross-court pass to Corson. Corson the drive. Has to kick that ball back out. Great defense here by Fort Kent. Page has it in the corner. Page going to take a shot from the wing, up and in for two.
Yeah, see, we don't see that much. We see a lot of Dexter games, and that we don't usually see her shoot from there, but she proves she can make it there.
Foot or two inside the three-point line. Jocelyn Page knocks down a shot from the left side wing. 2 points for the Tigers there. Shut off along the baseline on a drive was Werntgen. Kicks it back out top to Julia Sear. Sear, pass to the corner now. Lovely, skip pass across. Tipped by Callie Goodrow, is going to end up out of bounds. Off of a Tiger, rather. It's going to go back now to Fort Kent.
I mean, we talk about Goodrow and Corson's offense quite a bit, but their defense out front is what makes Dexter so tough.
And off of the inbounds pass was almost stolen away there by Hannah Dean, who's guarding Lily Oliver at the moment. 1:24 remaining in the first half of action, 5-point ball game. Oliver, drive on the left side, pulls up, knocks it down from the short corner.
And that was tough defense from Dean, and she shot it right over her. Good job by Oliver.
Oliver, 4 points this quarter. Almost added a steal to it there in the backcourt. Tips it from behind in the front court. Lily Oliver everywhere on the basketball court right now.
Definitely. I mean, she might only have 4 points, but she has done much more than that out there, especially defensively.
Going to be Tigers inbounding the ball from the sideline. Played into Abby Corson. 59 seconds now remaining in the half. Callie Goodrow from the corner. She's going to take a three off the back of the rim and off the mark. Rebound and Warrior basketball. Oliver bringing it down now for Fort Kent. Oliver the drive, kicks to the corner. Werntgen, three, short, off the mark, but rebound inside by Vozine, and she's fouled hard by Maisie Peach.
And that's 2 on Peach.
And she's probably going to come out of the ball game now just to not allow her to pick up that third foul here in the first half. Jillian Poliquin to the scores table, I believe, Mark. This is the first substitution on the game for the Tigers.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
And to the line now, Mia Vazin. First attempt off the back of the iron and off the mark.
First free throw attempt for Fort Kent today. Dexter's 2 for 7, so now Fort Kent's 0 for 1. Make that 1 for 2.
Good shots by Vazin there. And the Warriors sticking with this three-quarters court pressure. They've got the lead down to 2. Abby Corson picked up her dribble, and Lily Oliver almost stole it away. But ball played to Callie Gudrow. Poliquin now, skip pass, cross court to Corson. Corson, top of the key to Gudrow. Gives it back now, right side corner to Poliquin. More passing along the perimeter, down to 16 seconds remaining in the quarter. Gudrow has it, top of the key.
Peach is still out there, those 2 fouls.
Yep, so the substitution was for Jocelyn Page, rather. Good important note there, Mark. 7 seconds on the clock. Gudrow going to drive the basketball. Kick to Poliquin. Poliquin, cross court. Corson, 1 second on the clock. Steps it back. 3 to end the half. Abby Corson steps it back, knocks it down. Tigers, they're going to end the half up 5, 20 to 15. Our score. We'll be back with you in a moment for the Eastern Maine Sports Media halftime show.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the MPA and the Maine Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Folks, let's get started.
No, Oliver girls. All right, welcome back here, Eastern Maine Sports Media halftime show, joined by a very special guest, name you've seen on the Eastern Maine Sports Media and channel a few times. We've covered a lot of your teams. Toby Nelson. So thank you, first of all, for joining us down here at halftime.
Hey, no problem.
We're going to get into all things Toby Nelson here in a moment.
No, it's pretty deep.
Yeah, that's a long list. But Toby, as a coach, 20 to 15 ball game, not super high scoring, but pretty good basketball out there at times. What's your opinion there on the first half? Maybe what Dexter needs to do in the second half, or what Fort Kent needs to try to implement in their second half?
Well, I think overall this is a Dexter pace, right? I mean, this is what Dexter does. It doesn't matter if they're a 8th place team or a 2nd place team. They do what they want to do, and they'll play the game at a methodical pace. The 2-3 zone that Fort Kent is running against them isn't terribly aggressive. It's causing a few more turnovers than I would have expected for Dexter. But credit to them, they've hit some shots. Ran, 45 seconds off the clock, got the 3-point shot to end the half. So, a good way to end the half for Coach Jody Grant's club. But, look, they're well-drilled, well-coached. They play with purpose, and I think you'll see that in the second half from them.
Yeah, good analysis there, Toby. But now let's get into, Coach Toby Nelson here. We had your game not that long ago here, and great basketball game it was against Old Town. And I've said this multiple times, but I'm going to say it again right now. Class B boys is ultra competitive. You're going to see some of the best basketball, in my opinion, across the state at the top of Class B and throughout Class B in general. So that was on full display in your game against Old Town. It's been a pleasure to watch you all year. But from your end, maybe let's go through that game and your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, the pace of the game and the score of the game, everything was where we needed it to be. Going into the game, and especially against teams like that, we always figure, okay, how many points do we think we can score? And that means we can't give up any more than that. And then 55 was the number. We said, we think we could get to 55. It was going to be a stretch, but we can't give up any more than that. So the pace of the game up until the very end of it was right where we needed to be. We just didn't score enough points. And credit Old Town for that. They defensively, and we just missed some shots. But, in comparison to the first game, our defensive effort was much better. We rotated well, got out to the three-point shooter. I think we guarded Byther inside pretty well. Ivan Mudichev played very, very good defense on him and frustrated him at times. And it really was the fifth guy. It was Brendan Mahaney, number 34 for them, had 13 points, 4 for 4 from the foul line down the stretch. And you know what? If the fifth guy is going to beat us, we did the best we could. And I'm proud of my kids. We had a good effort out here. I think we opened some eyes out here as to what we've been doing, and proud of the guys out here and the way they finished up. And for my seniors, while it always hurts to end the season, I think we can go away with a smile on our face knowing we gave a great effort on Saturday afternoon.
You definitely represented, you and your team, and those athletes represented the school community and basketball in general very well, as did Old Town. That was just a fun basketball game.
It was a fun game because there was a lot of stuff in the game, and we tried to go small when Byther was out. When Byther was in, we had to go bigger. As far as a lineup, and then you're trying to say, okay, who do you want in there? And then now, look, we need to score some points. So who's the best players that we have that can have the opportunity to score on the offensive end? So there was some as President Bush used to say, strategery, which I don't think is an actual word. There was some strategic play in that one on both sides, and it was a fun. As a coach, it was a fun game to be involved in. I was, had a lot of fun on Saturday.
I don't think I've ever actually had the opportunity to ask a coach this before. What is it like? I've asked athletes, but what is it like as a coach to be, on the sideline over there here at the Cross Center? I understand that you guys you especially, you're very calm and composed, but what does it kind of feel like from the coach's perspective?
It is funny you say that. First of all, the scoreboards here are terrible. It's hard to find a scoreboard. You look, and obviously I know where the scoreboards are. I've been here for 10 years, but when you're looking for one, you're looking up. You're in the lights. You do notice the lights down here. If you look up, they can be blinding. But it's funny how quiet it is over on the sideline. It's weird. It's you don't necessarily hear the crowd's loud, but you don't really hear. It's not like a gym, at FA or over in Dexter or something like that during the school year. So it is a little bit different, but it's a really cool atmosphere. And glad that we've been able to get our team here the past couple of years. We'd like to get over the hump and get a win, but that will have to come with time. So.
I believe earlier when we had been doing some regular season games and even some prelim, you had mentioned that was the first time the Dover, let's say I got Dexter because we're doing the game right now. Dover boys and girls had both made the tournament. I believe in 2010 was the last time, but that was in Class C. Yeah. So the first time since 1998, I believe it was. 1998,
right on.
Class B.
25 years.
That's the year I was born. That's why I got
there you go. So you can remember that one easy. But no, it was 1998, and coincidentally that year the girls went in 7th and the boys went in 5th, just like this year. And we both lost in the quarterfinals that year. So I guess everything was on full display there on Friday. And Saturday. History does repeat itself. But yeah, the first time for our program. But it's good for both the boys and girls program to get here because this means something. And as you mentioned, I think Class B boys, top to bottom, is probably the most competitive class there is in the state. So night in and night out, you got to play, and if you don't, you lose. It's pretty simple.
And there's more great basketball coming.
Yeah.
2 more quick questions. We've got 2:40 remaining on the halftime here. What are your thoughts about, one, the Old Town Ellsworth matchup, and then maybe that Orono Presque Isle matchup real quick?
Well, I think Old Town and Ellsworth right now, and again, doesn't mean they're going to be there in the end. Those are the 2 best teams in B right now, just by the way they played the last month and a half. Ellsworth undefeated. Old Town hasn't lost in 2023. And one of them's going to lose tomorrow. That's the unfortunate reality of tournament basketball. One of them's going to go down tomorrow. That should be a heck of a game. On the flip side, the Orono Presque Isle game, can Presque Isle replicate what they've done the last 5 or 6 games? Can Cummings score and do what he does? Presque Isle's going to have to find the second guy that can get them some points, and they have guys that can do it, don't get me wrong, but Orono's got so many weapons with Walston and both Francis brothers. Ellis Spalding, you forget about him, and he'll hit 2 or 3 threes right in your face. The Shaft kid inside is tough. So they're a lot like Old Town in the sense they have waves of guys they can bring at you. And I think those should be 2 good semifinal games in Class B, and they represent our conference very well.
So final question here, Toby, is I know one of the hats you wear from time to time is as a broadcaster. And I know that you're doing a state game coming up. And what is that experience like, being able to, kind of go back to the booth in a way that I watched you growing up and kind of learn from you? What is it like from your end being able to go back out there and call a basketball game?
Well, it's like, in all seriousness, for me, it's like riding a bike. It takes me a couple of seconds to get back at it, but it's not hard once you get going. But, the opportunity I get to do the Class C games this year. Selfishly, I wouldn't mind seeing Dexter get in because I know the teams pretty well. But whatever happens, obviously happens. But it's fun, statewide coverage with Maine Public Broadcasting. And it's, what the tournament means. I've been involved in the tournament since I've been a little kid coming to games, and then really since I was 18 with, my first opportunities to broadcast, and I officiated out on the court. Never played. That's the one thing I never did, was have the opportunity to play on a tournament court. So that's the one thing, and I'll never get that opportunity back. But this tournament means a lot to me, and the opportunity to continue to do it on the broadcasting side. It's a fun to moonlight one night, go back in the old career. So
well, you're very good at it,
Thank you.
I've said that 100 times. But thank you so much for joining us here at halftime. My broadcast partner, Mark Callens, at some point going to make his way back over as we prepare to start this second half of basketball. Toby, thank you so much.
No problem, bud. Good. We'll talk to you throughout the course of this week. So
yeah, we're trying to keep you on, Toby, is what we're trying to do.
You're better than I am.
All right, we get ready to go. What a great interview there. Always a pleasure to talk to Coach Toby Nelson. But that actually took us down right to the second half here. Third quarter is about to start. It's going to be Warrior basketball to start this second half of action. As we get going here, Mark's going to possibly tally up some stats, and we'll let you know what the first half looked like. But right now, it's Lily Oliver and the Warriors trying to get things going offensively.
Oh, that's a big. That end of the first half, a huge shot by Abby Corson. That was a big. Going in at halftime, 5 points ahead instead of 2. Seems like a little thing. Not a little thing.
And now offensively, Oliver took a little pull-up shot, kind of between the elbow and lower block on the left side, off the mark, and his Dexter Tiger basketball going the other way. Corson has it. Pass played into Hannah Dean. Extra pass to Maisie Peach. Maisie Peach up and in. High post to low post there for 2 points, and Maisie Peach adds 2 more.
So she has 8 points. Dean now has 4 assists. Gudrow has another steal.
Yeah, that ball was stolen almost immediately back by the Tigers as the tempo was pushed. And the timeout called, the ball was in the air. So
it might have saved a turnover, though, because that girl, once the whistle blew, that girl from Fort Kent stopped. But we'll keep it here.
We'll keep it here. Want to let you hear from some of the sponsors that have helped make these broadcasts free and available. If you need a place to stay during tourney week, check out Bangor Grand Hotel. Make it your home away from home. Check out the newly renovated rooms, heated pool, lounge, event center, and live entertainment. All guests get free breakfast at the Blue Sky Lounge restaurant, located just west of I-95 on the northwest corner of I-395 and Alden Road in Bangor. Make Bangor Grand your tournament stay. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment, call 977-BEAR today. All right, now it's Tiger basketball working out of the timeout. Gudrow almost slipped from the corner. She pulled up for 2. Her shot off the mark and knocked out of bounds by Maisie Peach.
Yeah, she kind of slipped, so she couldn't get a good, square up on that shot. And she still almost made it.
She almost did, indeed.
So scoring-wise, Zach, for Dexter, Peach has 8, Gudrow has 5, 3 each for Dean and Corson. Paige has 3 also.
Also, Ellie Roy got the start this second half for the Warriors. Shot from the corner now. That was Oliver. Her shot off the mark. In case you didn't hear it earlier, Larissa Daigle went down for Fort Kent. Hope she's all right. That's the main concern. As now the Tigers working back on the other end, and it's Abby Corson. Ball was swung along the perimeter to a wide-open 3 for Abby Corson.
Tough to shoot here because of the background. I think Abby Corson's got used to it.
She has. Knocks down a 3 there. Lead extends to 10, 25-15. Warriors still looking for their first points of the second half. There's a turnover now. Abby Corson has it. Ball was trying to be passed into the post, and Corson came away with it.
She didn't have numbers. Good job pulling it out.
And she pulls it out to the corner. She takes a 3, maybe a heat check, but shot was off the mark. Peach came away with a rebound, gets her own miss, kicks it back out to Jocelyn Page. Cross court to Abby Corson. Corson gives it up to Hannah Dean at the high post. Peach on the low post, tipped in the air on the pass. A lot of contact, no call, letting them play there. And as I say, an immediate foul call.
Let him play no more, Zach.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact. Ball went into the low post to Peach. Peach tried to swing the ball out. It was tipped in the air. A lot of contact trying to find the ball in the air. And eventually there was a foul called. It's going to be Warrior basketball.
As Jocelyn Page with that foul.
Just her first. Now Oliver bringing it down for Fort Kent. Screen called, backdoor cut, tipped away by Callie Goodrow. Mark, we've seen that play time and time again where from the left side wing or the right side wing, there's a Warrior cutting the baseline to the basket. And if that ball isn't tipped by Callie Goodrow, it's a layup. Now off the inbounds, an immediate three-point shot. Off the mark, rebounded by Mia Vazin on the other side. Drive to the rim. Ellie Roy up and in for two on the left hand.
Beautiful move there. Her first two. It was a pretty two.
Now ball lollipopped in the air, almost stolen away there on the pass from Corson to Page.
Can't have that much hang time on a pass.
Yeah, good action there by Hannah Lovely. Got a fingertip on it, more than that. And almost got that basketball for the Warriors. Corson now. Bringing it across half court. Kicks to the corner. That's Goodrow. Goodrow drives baseline. Takes a shot off the mark. Maybe blocked in the air there. Peach came away with the board. Skipped across court to Callie Goodrow. Back to the top of the key and Abby Corson. Good defense by Lily Oliver. Almost poked it away for Fort Kent. Ball skipped across. Another near steal. And a foul on the drive of Callie Goodrow is going to go against Julia Sear. It's going to be Tiger basketball underneath the basket.
Some numbers. Peach has 8 points and 7 rebounds right now.
Yeah, so nearing double-double for Peach. And a pair of substitutions coming in now. Maddie Philbrook.
Unofficially, Dexter rebounded Fort Kent 14-8, and Peach has been obviously a big part of that.
Ball played in underneath the basket for the Tigers. Callie Goodrow now drives. Forced to pick up her dribble. Two defenders on her. Finds it to the corner, and Page back up top to the top of the key. Extra passes along the perimeter. Dean has it high post. Stolen away by Lily Oliver, but stolen right back by Abby Corson. Might not have actually been a steal. Ball was just kind of loose on the floor. But Lily Oliver's all over the basketball court. Pass inside. High post to low post. Maisie Peach down underneath to Hannah Dean. Hannah Dean fouled. Headed to the free throw line now.
Dean is 1 for 3 from the line. She's had a good, she only has 3 points, but she's got 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Doing a lot of things out there for Coach Grant and the Tigers.
Another player doing a lot of things tonight as Hannah Dean gets ready to take her first. Her first is good. Lily Oliver. I mean, I keep bringing up her name. She's had to, with Daigle having to go out of the ball game, Lily Oliver's added some responsibility to her role tonight, and she's stepped up. Second shot from the line for Dean. Hit every single thing but the bottom of the net, and it rolls off. 26-17, 4:15 remaining. Tigers lead. Maddie Philbrook bringing it down now for the Warriors. Lily Oliver kicks it back to her on the wing. Philbrook now back up top to Oliver. Oliver going to drive it with the left hand on the left side. Might have been a pass or a block, but either way, it ended up underneath.
Yeah, I think Peach got a piece of that.
It ended up to Maya Vazin, and her shot at the rim off the mark on the left side. And it was rebounded by the Tigers, now working down the other way. Corson has it. Corson kicks it to the corner in Page. Surveying the defense now, back out to Corson. Over to Page. Cross court now. Callie Goodrow drives baseline. She's going to go up on the right side, up and in for two.
She has 7, her first 2 since the first quarter.
A lot of patience that possession as well for the Tigers. The skip passes have been there so far this game. Lily Oliver now drives right side, kicks it to the corner. That's Lily Werntgen. Back to Oliver. Oliver, backdoor cut intended for Lovely. It was knocked away by Goodrow, but it stays Warrior basketball. Lily Oliver, she's going to pull up just inside the three-point line. Her shot off the mark, corralled by Maisie Peach.
9 rebounds with Peach.
Now Corson working down the other way. Oliver and Vazine on her. Dean has it. Passes it into the post to Peach. Peach, the hook shot off the mark. Gets her own miss. Another hook. Up and in.
And she now has that double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds.
That is so tough to stop when Maisie Peach gets to her spot and gets an offensive rebound. On the other end, battle for the ball between Corson and Philbrook. Jump ball.
What a job by Corson there. Getting on the floor, making sure that she got her team the position.
Pair of substitutions coming in now. Genevieve Narana checking in. and Ellie Roy checking in. So it's Narana's first action of the night for the Warriors. Sticking with this kind of 1-3-1 defense. Dean cross court to Page on the wing. Page back out top to Abby Corson, who takes a three, shot off the mark. Great box out inside by Genevieve Narana on the interior. Lily Oliver now making things happen for the Warriors. She drives right side, but she's going to be called for the player control foul. Good job by Hannah Dean, able to get positioning there.
We talked before the game, Zach, about the tough Fort Kent schedule, but all those tough teams, you don't see defense like this. They're all over the place. You can't get the cross court passes in. You can't drive to the basket. They're going to be taking a charge. It's just suffocating defense.
It is indeed, and now Abby Corson dribbling through the defense. And that kind of three-quarters court trap, and almost tipped and stolen away there by Lily Oliver. So long and athletic. Gudrow now, she pulls up from the elbow, shot off the mark. Maisie Peach gets the rebound. She goes up on the right side block, up and in for two. Maisie Peach 6 points on the quarter. It's now a 15-point lead, 1:47 remaining in this third quarter of action. Oliver, the drive, trying to kick it to the corner, does to Wertgen. Wertgen's three, long, off the mark. Tipped and saved in bounds, ends up in the hands of Philbrook, back to the corner. Ellie Roy now a three, her three, strong off the glass and off the mark. Abby Corson bringing it down, pass ahead to Callie Gudrow. 1:24 remaining in this third quarter. Gudrow picked up her dribble. Another timeout taken by Coach Jody Grant and the Tigers. We're going to keep it here. We would like to thank Emery Lee & Sons. They've been a family-owned and operated business since 1963 who take pride in their exceptional services and always offer a free estimate. There's no job too large or too small. They have a vast range of services including excavations, foundations, precast septic tanks, blocks, etc. Call them at 207-723-8850 or go to their website, emery-lee-sons-inc.business.site. Downtown with Rich Kimball is proud to be a sponsor of coverage of the 2023 high school basketball tournament. Downtown is the place to turn for entertainment, sports, and radio's best guest list. Weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. on WZON, AM 620, and streaming worldwide at downtownwithrichkimball.com. We'd like to thank Sibley Transportation for sponsoring our tournament coverage. They have reliable shipping, freight, brokerage, and warehousing, and they've been a family business since 1910. Go to sibleytransport.com to get a quote today. All right, Tigers playing the ball in, following timeout. Pass to the corner, pass to Dean, high to low, post action. Peaches layup up the rim, off the mark. It was the right action, but Peach maybe rushed that shot a little bit. Didn't have herself in the correct positioning there. Caught herself a little bit too underneath the basket. And now the Warriors working down on their offensive end.
12-2 this quarter. The Tigers have definitely come out firing here in the second half.
Ellie Roy, the drive, kind of lost it with the left hand as she was kind of on the drive there, Mark, and it's going to travel out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Tigers.
So after the first quarter, it was only 10-7, and then it was only 20-15. So, this quarter, things have changed, and whatever adjustments were made at halftime have definitely sunk in.
And now it's a 15-point lead with 46 seconds remaining in the quarter. Drive baseline and ultimate pass to Dean from Corson, up and in for two. Some of the more active I've seen Abby Corson on the offensive end, making things happen off dribble in the action we're seeing today. Yeah. Oliver has it now for the Warriors. She's going to pull up from the free throw line. Her shot off the mark. Hannah Dean the rebound. Gives it out to Abby Corson. 22 seconds now on the quarter. Has to pick up her dribble at half court. Almost a violation there. Gives it up to newly checked into the ballgame, Jillian Poliquin. 12 seconds remain. Given up to Corson. Corson takes a dribble in. Lily Oliver on her. Kick out to Gudrow. 5 seconds remain. Hannah Dean takes a shot from the short corner. Off the mark. Lily Oliver dribbling through, and the clock's going to expire there. Tigers, they lead 34-17, and through three. We're going to be back in a moment and rejoin you for the fourth quarter.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Welcome back here as we get this fourth quarter started. 34-17 our score. Lily Oliver and the Warriors getting this quarter started offensively. Oliver, drive inside, kicks it out to Lovely. Lovely to Naranya on the inside. Drive by Lily Oliver, kick to the corner. That's Nadeau now. Kicks it back out, shot up. Three is good. Genevieve Naranya. Naranya there, knocks it down, big shot to get the quarter started for the Warriors. Some momentum back for them as their crowd gets into it now. Tigers working offensively. Gudrow has it at the top of the key. Gives it up to Corson. Corson skip pass underneath is Poliquin at the rim, off the mark. Maisie Peach the follow. Able to scoop that up on the right side. Followed the miss and adds 2 points.
14 points and 12 rebounds.
Lily Oliver bringing it down now for the Warriors. Shot put up and off the mark. Rebounded inside by Lovely. Peach, long arm of the law, comes away with it there. Rebound for the Tigers. Abby Corson bringing it down. Gudrow kicks to the corner now. Poliquin. Poliquin back to Gudrow. Moving it along the perimeter now are the Tigers. Gudrow takes 2 dribbles in, takes a 3. Shot off the mark. Rebound batted around to Gudrow, who gets her own miss and goes all the way to the rim. Her shot was off the mark. Maisie Peach a rebound. 2 more points.
Just Peach is doing it all right now.
I mean, offensive rebounds at the rim. There's just been no answer for Maisie Peach in this one. Lily Oliver kicks that out now. Lily working on the drive. Shut off there by Callie Gudrow. Kick out now, Lily Oliver. She's going to pull up from the right side elbow. Strong off glass, no good, but nice rebound inside by Lovely. But Peach, I'm not sure if she got a piece of it, but she definitely disrupted that shot on the way up. She gets the rebound, and Corson has it now, moving for the Tigers. Ball played out to Gudrow. Gudrow to the corner in Poliquin. Poliquin, skip pass all the way across to Abby Corson. Corson surveying the defense. Alexa just pull it out now. Patience this possession down for the Tigers. Corson gives it up to Gudrow. Gudrow to the corner in Poliquin. Poliquin bringing things back out for the Tigers. Now to Gudrow. Gudrow the drive. She's going to go all the way to the rim. Throws it up with the left hand off the mark. Hannah Dean the board and going to be fouled on the layup attempt by Lovely.
So Gudrow, nobody stepped in. She was able to drive right to the basket and stroll right in, and she did miss a layup, but Dean was right there to get the rebound.
And offensive rebounds, especially this second half, but truly throughout the ball game, has been the story and difference, as well as the half-court defense of the Tigers. And they start taking care of the basketball a little bit more. Hannah Dean's first attempt from the line is good.
And if Dexter plays like they did in the second half, this is why they're the number 1 seed. This is why they earned that number 1 seed. First half, first half on this floor, got out the jitters. Didn't play, a lot of turnovers early, but they've definitely recovered from that.
Dean's second shot good. I do want to mention, it's very unfortunate that we lost Larissa Daigle in this basketball game. We all are wishing her the best and hope she makes a speedy recovery, regardless of what the issue is, injury is. We hope she's going to be all right. That's first and foremost. But this ball game was very different when she was out on the court. In the half court there, it was a Tiger steal. Abby Corson, she came away with it, threw up a layup in transition on the left side, off the mark. Another offensive rebound, that time in transition by Callie Gudrow. She's going to head to the free throw line. Chance at 2 more, just under 5 minutes now. 4:59 left in the ball game. 20-point lead for the Tigers. When Larissa Daigle was on the basketball court, Mark, this game was very different. And, as I said a moment ago, I'll say it again, basketball's secondary. We want to make sure she's all right. That's the most important thing. But she was really impacting this basketball game in the first half as Gudrow knocks down a shot there.
Definitely. A lot of things changed after that. One thing that really hasn't changed throughout this game is the rebound, and it's just gotten better for Dexter in the second half, though. 28-13 unofficially in the boards. And most of that's due to Peach. Dean also has 7 rebounds herself. So.
And Gudrow knocked down both free throws there. It's going to be Lily Oliver working things down now for Fort Kent. Wazine now gives it back to Oliver. Oliver drive. She's going to pull up just inside the free throw line. Off glass, in for 2. Lily Oliver is a really fun basketball player to watch. She gets her first points of the second half, and she's had to do so much. Top of this zone press, and that ball was kicked on the initial pass there out of bounds by a Warriors, so it's going to stay Tiger basketball. But she's had to be so active, bringing the ball down offensively, also top of this zone. And she's stepped up to the challenge, and she's done a great job. Offensively, it was a nice pass inside by Corson to Gudrow. Her shot was off the mark, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Callie Gudrow underneath.
Yeah, Corson is a solid passer. She'll find the player, open player underneath the basket, and she threaded the needle on that one. Gudrow didn't complete it, but definitely put her teammate in a good position.
Did indeed. 4:21 remaining now in this fourth quarter of action. Julia Sear going to bring the ball down now for the Warriors. Working through the offense now, giving up to Werntgen. Receives a screen. Kick to the wing is Oliver. Oliver shut off on the drive. Kicks it back out to Werntgen. Oliver. Nice pass off the pick and roll inside. That's Mia Vazine, and that's up and in for 2.
You're right about Oliver, though. What a player she is.
And now Tigers trying to work offensively, holding on to an 18-point lead with 3:45 remaining. Kicks out to Gudrow. Poliquin now has it. Cross court to Corson. You know, Poliquin doesn't always get her name called, but she makes solid plays and solid passes for this Tigers team. Off the bench, just a solid player, Mark Senior.
Yeah, and her and Paige provide good senior leadership for this young Tiger team.
And now foul comes here, maybe trying to extend this game a little bit. That's just the 6th team foul of the half now for the Warriors. 1 foul in the half for the Tigers.
Yeah. That's the thing, you can play solid defense like that and only commit 1 foul for the whole, half here up till this point.
Corson has it now. She's going to drive, dump off to Hannah Dean on the short corner. Callie Gudrow now has it. Pulls the ball back out. Over to Abby Corson, back to Gudrow. Now over to Poliquin. Underneath is Peach. Skip pass across to Corson. Corson's going to drive, throw up a layup off the mark. Guess who? Peach got the first rebound off the miss. Missed her putback attempt. And now the Warriors racing back the other way. Lily Oliver. Back up top to Werntgen.
Peach has 16 points, 15 rebounds, Zach. So dominating inside and a steal.
At a steal there. Off the pass from Lily Oliver. Abby Corson now in transition. It's going to be a blocking call in transition against Julia Sear. Sear had a great idea on that play. Fast-moving Abby Corson getting downhill. Just maybe got there a step too late. And that's going to send Abby Corson to the free throw line.
We mentioned this too, how they play a little differently than past Dexter teams. They don't mind to push it when they get the opportunity. In the past, they would slow it down even if they had the opportunity. That's not the case this year.
And I think there's a conversation going on right now just to talk about if that foul was on a shot or if it was on a drive, and ultimately this would just be 1-and-1 situation here. So 2:42 remaining in the ball game. The winner of this one will advance to play Central. A lot of conversation and booing happening. I'm not sure why. It's free throws either way. Possibly a warning, Mark. I'm not sure what the conversation is, but I'll just return to the action with that being the case. And Abby Corson's good on her first attempt there. She's got 7 on the ball game. 1 more coming for her from the free throw line. Winner of this one will advance to play Central. Off on the second attempt. 2:41 now remaining in the ball game. Sear gives it up to Oliver. Oliver almost lost it for a moment. Corrals the dribble. Corner now to Werntgen. She takes a 3 off the rim and in. Bounced straight up in the air there, Mark, and fell in for 3. Nice shot there.
You call that shooter's touch.
You do indeed. Werntgen knocked out a big 3 earlier in the ballgame as well.
That was the end of the first quarter, right?
Yep, and that's Goodrow now just getting it across half court to Abby Corson through the air. 16-point ball game, 2:08 remaining. Turnover now. Lily Oliver's going to have it in transition. She goes to the right side. Player control foul. Goodrow parked on the right side block. Oliver kind of veered back towards that block. Warrior crowd doesn't enjoy the call. Mark, that might have been more of a push-off, I believe, at the end, trying to create some space and separation. With just another example of a bang-bang play here. Jocelyn Page checks back into the ball game. 2:01 remaining. Warriors now extending this pressure to the full court. Going to try to come up with some turnovers here. Julia Sear now up on Abby Corson. Tigers have it in the half court. 1:50 remaining in the ball game. 16-point lead. Tigers going to be very content to just hold on to the ball if the Warriors will allow it through this zone. That's Goodrow over to Page. Vazin now on her in the corner. Maisie Peach doing jumping jacks on the left side block. She was wide open underneath, but Coach Jody Grant calls a timeout. Page was in some trouble in the corner there. And we're going to keep it here. Want to let you know about some more of our sponsors. Dexter Municipal Golf Course is opening up membership enrollment for the 2023 season. Individual adult memberships start at $450, but capture a 10% discount if paid by April 15th. Dexter Muni is also offering a 20% discount to those who weren't members last season. That's unlimited greens fees at Dexter Municipal Golf Course in the 2023 season for only $360. The early bird gets the worm. Call 924-2245. That's 924-2245. If you need a place to stay during tourney week, check out Bangor Grand Hotel. Make it your home away from home. Check out the newly renovated rooms, heated pool, lounge, event center, and live entertainment. All guests get free breakfast at the Blue Sky Lounge restaurant, located just west of I-95 on the northwest corner of I-395 and Audland Road in Bangor. Make Bangor grand your tournament stay.
Zach. I will. I'll make that my tournament stay. I'll stay there all week.
Mark Callan's actually parked up there for the week. We really appreciate Bangor Grand Hotel.
Keep me so I'm not so cranky, driving back and forth,
I appreciate it as your broadcast partner. Well, I don't know if Coach Jody Grant's going to be too cranky after this one. They're holding on to a 16-point lead.
Oh, I bet he'll find something to be cranky about. Who's that?
Well, good coaches always do, and Abby Corson's trying to control the ball now for the Tigers. Hannah Dean in the short corner passes it into Peach. Ball was moved around. A lot of contact on the interior, no call. Now a push, and it's going to be free throws coming for Jocelyn Page. 1:15 remaining in the ball game here.
But on a serious note, yes, all good coaches find something to work on and practice to improve on. The turnovers early in the game is something they need to stay with. If they play a good Central team, yes, they beat them twice, but it's tough to beat a team 3 times.
That's what they say.
That's what we say. That's what they say. That's what everybody says. And
Page is first from the line, off the mark on the 1-and-1, but it's rebounded by Peach.
That needs to get better. Those turnovers early on, and I'm sure that's going to be a focus.
The Tigers now, they're just kind of working the ball along the perimeter, taking off some time off the clock here. Corson has it. She's guarded by Oliver, anticipating a foul coming here. Pass to the corner in Goodrow. 55 seconds remaining here. Push out of bounds.
I was just going to say, I wonder if they're just going to play it out, but then they're not. And
once you get to the tournament, just play to the very end. Yeah. Can't blame a team for, competing to the final buzzer here. And Fort Kent, not your traditional 8 seed, a very quality basketball team, and they proved it here. First half of basketball was a 5-point ball game following in Abby Corson 3 to end the half. Goodrow's first attempt on the line is good. These are 2 shots anyways.
She's now in double figures. She has 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Good game for Goodrow.
And checking into the ball game, some substitutions now coming in.
Desiree Adams in for the first time.
Desiree Adams coming in now.
We'll tally up the stats after. Our broadcast partner Gabe will get some interviews. We will not do them live. We won't do them live, but we'll post them on our Facebook. Our YouTube page today.
And on the other end, Abby Corson comes up with a rebound off a miss from the Warriors here. Timeout taken by Coach Jody Grant. I believe this is probably going to be a substitution timeout here. Mark, why don't we run down some stats while we can here? Kind of.
Yeah. Let's
look
do
at
it.
The end of this ball game.
Just tallying them up real quick here.
Both sides going to make some substitutions.
So we got most of the starters coming out now. Most of the players that played most of the minutes here. For the we'll go with the Warriors here. Oliver led the way with 6. Wertkin also had 6. Daigle had 5. And they had they had pretty balanced scoring from they had 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 different scores. Tigers were led by Macy Peach, 16 points, 17 rebounds. Wow, she made herself known here at the Cross Insurance Center, didn't she?
She did indeed.
And then Kylie Gaudreau also finished in double figures. As I said, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 8 points and 5 rebounds and 4 assists for Hannah Dean. Abby Corson with 7 points, 4 steals, 3 rebounds. And Paige has had 3 points. And I would say her shot out here right in front of us was a big shot because it kind of opened things up. When you scout Dexter, you don't see Jocelyn Page hitting shots from right there. That made them aware. They got another shooter, and stuff. So that was big for them.
Now substitutions in for the Tigers. It was Desiree Adams who took a shot kind of from the wing there.
That's Lily Bagley. And we're trying to get everybody's name that's in
Annabelle
the game.
Peaks in for the Tigers as well. Callie Stone in there for the Tigers. Bagley, as you mentioned, Mark.
Lily Brown.
And we'll try to get the jersey numbers on the Warriors as well. Amari Weaver into the ball game now. Gracie Landry into the ball game, all for Fort Kent here.
Say about Lily Brown. She's got a future in broadcasting, Zach. She does a good job in the Dexter broadcasting, and hope to get her join us a couple times next year.
Absolutely. Maddie Morneau into the ball game also for Fort Kent. Can continue trying to get those jersey numbers and let you know who's in the ball game right now. First attempt from the line by Callie Stone off the mark.
This is a good experience for these kids on both teams to get out there in a last minute of this tournament game.
Second shot off the mark. Emma Karen into the game for Fort Kent as well. Lily Bagley puts it up and in.
You like to see players on either team that that doesn't get a chance to get a lot of playing time.
In the final 12 seconds here, Mark.
And get in the scorebook at the Cross Center.
And Catherine Michaud also into the ball game for Fort Kent, battling for the ball on the other end. 2 seconds remaining on the clock. See if the Warriors put up one final shot here. Clock's going to expire. That's going to do it. Quarterfinal basketball in the Class C girls side has come to a close. The Dexter Tigers, they end it with a 47-27 win over the Fort Kent Warriors.
And I want to say, Zach, the Class C girls quarterfinals is going to be a lot of fun. You got
Semi.
Sorry. Yeah, what did I say?
Quarters.
Yeah, we just got
They were great.
They were great. Great for the teams that won, right?
Yeah.
But the semifinals are going to be excellent. You got started things off, and again, there's change of schedule. They're going to be Friday afternoon now. PVHS and Hodgdon. PVHS Powerhouse, 18-1. They're going to play Hodgdon and Oliver. Dexter, 18-1, number 1 seed. Get to play Central for a third time. Izzy Allen, one of the better players in Class C. Her and Oliver probably right there, So that's going to be a great matchup. Going to be a lot of fun. Those are going to be Friday afternoon now. Again, they were originally scheduled for Thursday. They will be Friday afternoon. We're posting the updated schedule soon. We just got the press release from the MPA, so look for that. But that's going to be a lot of fun.
It was, and this was a lot of fun, Mark. Pleasure to do the game with you here. Thank you all for joining us at home. If you haven't already and you're still with us at the end of this one, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so. And, it helps the numbers, it helps us, and we enjoy bringing you all this coverage completely free of charge. But, Mark, I think that about does it for us here at the Eastern Maine Sports Media postgame show. 47-27, our final score here. Dexter up top, comes out on top over the Fort Kent Warriors.
We'll have our next broadcast tomorrow night. We'll actually have both Class D boys semifinals. Those will start around 7, probably a little bit later, depending on what goes on before that tomorrow. But we will have both those Class D boy games tomorrow night. We'll actually have on Friday the Class C Dexter and Central Class C girls semifinal, and we'll have the Dexter and Dexter Fort Kent boys semifinal on Friday night. Off to you, Zach.
Yeah, to sign off here, we want to thank all the sponsors that have made these possible, these free audio broadcasts possible for everyone at home. That's Sibley Transportation, Downtown with Rich Kimball, Black Bear Crane, Bangor Grand Hotel, Dexter Municipal Golf Course, Ames Chiropractic, Rouse Garage, Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, Kimball Insurance, Herring Brothers, Emery Lee & Sons, and C&K Variety. Thank you so much to all of them, and thank you so much to everyone at home. That about does it for us here in this quarterfinal coverage. One final time, Dexter comes out on top over Fort Kent, 47-27. Signing off here, we'll be back with you